and they want to do more testing, and instead of just the mammogram and ultrasound, they give them CT scan. There's a correlation between women who didn't have cancer, young women who develop cancer later on because of too many CT scans. Keep that in mind. Only do an MRI is fine, an ultrasound is fine, but a CT scan is not. It should only be used as absolutely the last diagnostic tool that you need. But and always keep that in mind. Anything where you're giving the radioactive isotopes, you should flush it out. You should flush it out with water, a mixture of fruit juices that are, high with antioxidants. Just flush it out, or just use water, okay? And maybe you'll have to go potty for like an hour or two, but it has to be done if you don't want it to leave any lasting effects on your organs, especially your bladder, especially your kidneys. So, word of advice about CT scans. Did a lot of research on them. Didn't want to have it. Tried to force them to give me an MRI, but they wouldn't do it because it's not the definitive diagnostic tool for looking at lung tissue. So, anyway, you think by now they would have some sort of diagnostic procedure for this without using radioactive isotopes. You would think in today's world. They still don't. So we have to live with what they have. But anyway, you can minimize those effects. There always will be some effects, but you can minimize those with drinking a lot and flushing it out. Very, very important. Anyway, let's see. Let's see what else we have here. A couple cars here driving like maniacs down this road. I guess they're trying to prove something. I don't know what. You're not supposed to travel the speed on this road. Okay? Just go out there and clock them. Anyway, let's put some out here. Poor Petey. There's Petey. 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 Oh, little Petey. Here's a little Petey. Look. There's a little Petey. 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 Oh, little Petey. Okay. Let's put this out here. We have some mixed nuts here. There we go. By the way, there was a lady in the pet store, and she was buying those little Meisenknödel, as we say in German, those little grain balls that I gave out in the winter time, and a bag of mixed birdseed, best quality. And evidently the price, an elderly lady, evidently the price of those little balls, grain balls, like doubled. And she says, well, don't you have the other brand that's cheaper? And the lady said, no, this is all we have. And so she dug into her little purse, and she says she feeds squirrels and the birdies, and she feeds them all year round, and they come to her balcony. She has no children, no family, no relatives. She's all alone. And she says the birds and the squirrels comfort her, and they're her family. And so I dug out in my pocketbook, and I gave her the difference in the price between that, and I gave her the money, and she put it in her little purse. And she was very, very grateful. And I don't say this just to say that I'm being, playing martyr or some good person. I'm just saying that overall, all of us at any one time can do an unselfish act of to somebody, to a stranger, and when they least expect it. And I think that shows that you have God in your heart, I think that and you carry that inside of you all the time. And those little acts of kindness, whether you're feeding animals, saving animals, fighting for their rights and their animal welfare, or helping your neighbor, or just a stranger, and you do it without a thought. It's just a very small thing, but she was very grateful because she's living on a budget. Well, all of us are living on a budget unless we're fabulously wealthy, which I am not. But still, there's always something that you can give, because however small it is, it's very big in the scheme of things. Okay, and it's very big in the eyes of the old Creator. Okay, because I am a spiritual person. And I think that's what it's all about. That's what life is all about. So, yeah, it just reminds me of, it's not just rewarding this woman for caring about these squirrels and birds, because, the little girl behind the register said, that das man darf das nicht in Sommerzeit Vogel füttern. In other words, you're not supposed to feed birds in the summer. I think she's like 22 years old, very young 20s, beginning 20s. And I thought, wow, she's got a lot to learn. She is not on the right path, okay? She's deviated from that path. She just has no understanding. But perhaps when I was that age, I didn't have that as well. So it's the twists and turns and finding our way. And it's not always easy. And you make mistakes, and sometimes you come to a dead end. But if you work at it hard enough and your heart's in the right place, you will find your way. You will find your way. This is DC Danton, Crow Crusader, wishing you a great Thursday. And I'm going to go home now and spend some time with my kitty cats. And so anyway, this is DC Danton, Crow Crusader, over and out. Have a good one.